Okay, one of the age-old things that people have a problem with is what they do for a living, and they want to know if it's of God and if that's what God really wants them to do. The Bible, the verses that I gave you from the Bible in Colossians say that whatever you do, it doesn't matter what it is, whatever you do, you work as if you were working for God because He is your master. People are not your masters, and your reward is going to come from Him, meaning your reward now for what you do, if you work hard and if you dedicate your work to Him, He will bless your work and you will get paid, and then you will give Him thanks for it. So, whatever anybody else says has nothing to do with your relationship with God and what you're doing for Him. So, yeah, so I have no problem with what you're doing. Bras are essential, and women need them. So, make them and sell them, and then give God thanks that He was able to give you the talent to make these things. People have to eat, and they want to go to Hooters. So what? Requirement for Hooters is you wear those shorts and those tank tops. Well, if you want a job and you want to pay your bills, well, then that's what you got to do. There's nothing wrong with working at Hooters. There's nothing scandalous about it. It's fine. It's a job. All right. So do your job and dedicate your job to God. Let Him give you your reward, and don't worry about what anybody else says. Now, what I also want you to do is I want you to go to Romans. I want you to find the book of Romans. It's just the front of Colossians in the Bible, and read all of chapters 13 and 14. Both of those chapters, and I just got done teaching those in my adult class. Both of those chapters tell people, especially stronger Christians, to stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. For instance, if somebody thinks that drinking wine is bad, then that's between them and God. That's not between them and anybody else. And they don't have to answer to anybody else. Just as if you think drinking wine is okay, you're not to tell the weaker Christian that it's okay to do it because they might not want to do it. So whatever you think is good or acceptable to God means nothing to anybody else. And that's the problem, is a lot of people, most people, they think that what they do is right for God, that everybody should be doing it the same way. And that's not true. Those two chapters tell you specifically, and they tell stronger Christians specifically, that whatever you think is good for God is up to you, and whatever the person next to you think is good for God is up to them. It has nothing to do with anybody else. That's what they're saying. And remember, your relationship is with God. It's with God through Jesus. It's not with anybody else. So don't worry about what other people are saying. Just tell them, you know what? This is between me and God, and that's it.